Yo, demand you to listen, guru so prolific, deciphering hieroglyphics, play close attention, yeah. Keep it raw, real and uncut, the guru son, the chosen one, the man with the golden gun. Witness the knowledge that rolls off my tongue and let your mind soak it all in like a sponge.
What's up, people? It's the Guru. Welcome to Keep It Real, Raw, and Uncut. Today's topic, you know what time it is? Another Guru's true life story. Last time I told y'all a funny one, man, funny, embarrassing one. This time I'm gonna tell you, it ain't funny. This is gonna be a kind of a violent, bad tale, man. I still think of it to this day. It's a horrible time. So if you sensitive to violence or anything like that, this story isn't gonna be for you. So I'll just tell you, I'm just warning you ahead of time. But at the time I was 16. I think I was in the 10th grade, and I just got my driver's license. And I think it was about we was in the second semester, about to heading toward summer vacation, going into the 11th grade. So I was me and my homeboys riding and stuff, man. At the time, my peoples was like, "You got a curfew. I got to be home at 12 o'clock." You know what I'm saying? I had their car, so I had to do what they told me to do. So it was what it was. So you know what I'm saying? So me and my homeboys out rolling, and my particular homeboy was he was a big time ladies man. He had all the ladies, man. I'm gonna give y'all old school reference. I know a lot of y'all don't know what this group is. It was a group called Jodeci. This dude reminded me of Casey Haley, right? I don't know why what lady seen in him, man. He was a little scrawny dude, man. He dressed good though. He dressed good, so I guess he went by his dress, but oh no, man, he was an ugly dude. But the ladies loved him for some reason, man. He had game like that or something. I don't know. But the ladies loved this dude, man, so he's getting all the chicks and stuff. So, the particular chick he was messing with, let's call her Tasha. Nah. Yeah, we'll call her Tasha. So, Tasha used to date this dude named, we'll say Dre. So, Dre and Tasha used to date, but my man, I'm gonna call him Bob. So, me and Bob was hitting it. Bob was hitting Tasha while Dre was dating her. And so Dre thought he was supposed to being a pimp and a playboy. He tried to play it off like, well, it is what it is. I got more girls than her, whatever. But he really was upset. So Dre and Bob was always beefing because of Tasha. So that was cool. So then this other cat coming in, let's call him Ray. So Ray came there, and he had a girlfriend too, and his girlfriend was named Cindy. My man Bob knocked off Cindy too, right? So Dre and Ray were beefing with Bob because my man Bob was knocking off their girls. So he had beef with them. So one day at school they tried to jump him, and he kind of fought him off, you know what I'm saying, before we got around to help him out. So it was what it was, So he didn't get hurt or nothing like that. So nobody really got hurt. But they were always beefing over these chicks. So me and my homeboy was rolling and stuff, man, and he was about to be 12. So he's like, man, I know you about to wrap it up, man. He said, let's go to. He's I'm hungry, man. Let's hit his Hardee's up before we go. I'm like, cool. So we just left downtown and stuff, man, all the clubs and stuff. So we got back into our hometown and went to this Hardee's. I know some people got Hardee's, some people got Carl Jr.'s. I was just Hardee's. So we went to Hardee's. So he went to go get him a couple of burgers. But see, this car rolled up. And it had a pack full of dudes, man. Pack full of dudes. And I saw the two people driving. It was Ray's car, and he had Dre in the front seat. And a whole bunch of dudes in the back. It was packed as hell in the back. And I seen them, and I was like, yo, man. I said, whoa, it's a Bob, man. Let's go ahead and go through the drive-thru, because we outnumbered. I want to stuff happen, because I know as soon as we go in, something going to go down. So him being, the cool, I ain't no punk dude, like, man, screw them, man, I'm going in, you know what I'm saying, they ain't punking me, blah, blah, blah. Something like, man, I got to back up my boy. So, me and Bob go in there, order his food, and as soon as I order food, I'm looking out the window, man, 5 dudes get out of this little ass car. So, like I said, just me and Bob, you know what I'm saying, 5 dudes, it was, like I said, Dre and Ray and 3 other guys. Now, all 5 people, I didn't have any beef with. They didn't have no beef with me. We was always cool. You know what I'm saying? They all didn't like Bob. You know what I'm saying? Because Bob was screwing their girls. So, hey, it was what it was. So, they waiting outside for us. And they stood right in front by the car. So like we had to walk like through them to get to the car. So we walk outside, man, and so they started popping junk, blah blah blah. And so it was really Ray and Bob doing Ray and Ray was doing all the talking, you know, talking junk, blah blah blah. The other three guys were just like little goons, and like they ain't really had nothing to do with it, but you know they backing they boys like I'm sticking with boys. So they think I know they made like a circle around us and like shit, trying to throw your dick beaters up, man. It's gonna be like the squab on us. And the bad thing was, two of these guys that were with him, I was real cool with because we had classes together. So I'm like, man, I gotta fight this dude now. I gotta see him in school next, you know, be in the classroom with this guy next day. You know what I'm saying? Something like, man, he probably end up getting a fight in school too. So anyway, so I'm gonna say, so me and my man Bob, we knuckle up, like, you know, bring it, you know, what's up? So they kind of rushed at us. Two of them was behind us, and three of them was in front. So I could, you know, you couldn't sit there, had to keep your hand on the swivel, see where they coming from. So my man was like, my man, he had this tall dude, man. I forgot his name, man. We'll call him Craig. Craig got these long ass arms. He was tall. Craig was like 6'3", 6'4", long ass arms. So he rushes. So I jumped back because I know what he was gonna do. So we didn't like kind of jump back to see like who he coming at first, because I wasn't cool with Craig like that. So I know he might have hit me for real. So he came out of nowhere. So he shoots forth. You know, coming forth. He he set it off. So we get ourselves ready for it, and he swings. He goes straight for my man Bob. He swings at Bob. Bob dodges the first one, but he misses the next one. Man, he hits Bob dead in the eye. Boop! Bob flies back. Right? So I'm looking like Bob, like, oh, it was a one-hitter quitter because Bob he got caught flush, bam, hit dead in the eye. So he falling back, right? So I was stupid. I looked back at Bob to see like, oh shit, you know, the dude Bob got knocked the fuck out, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at Bob, not paying attention. These other two came at me, but I was cool with these other two because I kind of left them in my blind side. But I looked back at them and they stopped. You know what I'm saying? But then I had to go back and look at Craig because like I said, I wasn't cool with Craig. I make sure Craig can swim. But then it was weird. It was like the Matrix effect. Like he was like fast but slow motion at the same time. So Bob's falling down. Other guys are coming at us, and I'm looking around. Next thing I know, I hear something go. So I look forward to try to keep myself guard because I didn't want to get snuck. So I jump forward like, well, Bob got to feel for himself because I got to fight these other guys off. So all I heard was go ping. I look back, man. I wasn't even paying attention. My man, let's say Ray. Ray had a bat. Ray, who was dating Cindy, right? He had a bat with him. He hit my boy Bob in the head with the bat. He's down, so Bob is on the ground going in convulsions. I mean, he's just trembling, blah, like he having a seizure or a stroke, something. He on the ground just jerking. And everybody was around it like, we all 16 years old, 16, 17 years old, you know, and me and Bob was 16 at the time. And a couple of guys, two of the guys like older than us. I think they were like upper anyway. So he on the ground trembling, shaking, going in convulsions and stuff. And I was like, wow, I didn't know this dude had a bat, you know. So he shook up the dude with the bat. Ray, who had the bat, he shook up like, oh, I didn't mean to really hit him that hard, you know. And so then Dre, he was shook too, but he had to be the hardcore guy, you know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, that's what you get. And so I'm sitting there shook like, oh my God, Bob, you know, and all of a sudden he stops trembling. And I'm thinking like, damn, this dude's dead. You know what I'm saying? He's dead. So then Dre, so we all standing there looking like, oh man, this is horrible, you know, because teenagers, we didn't know what to do, we didn't know what happened. Shit done went too far, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking like, oh hell no, man. So this is the thing that messed up. Dre tried to kick him while he was on the ground, and they all run into their car and they take off out the parking lot. So I'm sitting there like looking down at my friend, man. I know this cat since elementary school, man. I'm looking down at the ground like I'm shook. I'm 16 years old, kid. I'm like, yo, man, what the hell am I gonna do? I thought they'd kill him, so I'm about to go in the store to tell go back in Hardee's to tell the people to call the police and the ambulance. But then my friend starts moving again. He starts talking to me. So I get down, I'm trying to help him up. I said, you know, I didn't want to move his. I was watching TV, y'all. I'd be like, don't move their neck, you know. So I'm thinking like, oh, what I do? And he's like, man, you know, help me up. I'm like, man, you shouldn't be moving. But he was like, nah, man, get me up. So I get him off the ground. As soon as I pick him off the ground, blood is squirting everywhere. I mean, blood. It was just, you could see it just pouring out of his head, man. I had blood running all down my arm. I'm like, yo, man. I said, look, let me call the ambulance for you. He said, nah, man, I'm all right. Take me home. I said, look, man, you hurt bad, man. He was out of it. I'm like, you hurt? I said, yo, man, let me take you. Let me take you to the ambulance. Let me call the ambulance, man. You gonna, because the blood was just pouring. I mean, pouring. I mean, it was like hitting the ground like raindrops. It was just running down his head. And he was like, nah, man. I said, man, I'm rushing to the hospital, man. So I throw him in my car. Well, my aunt's car at the time. So I get him in the car. I'm about to give him, he said, yo, man. So I'm in the car, start the car up. He like, man, where my food at? I'm like, man, damn them burgers, man. He said, nah, man, I spent my money on that. I said, look, man, you worried about the wrong thing. So we arguing in the car about these burgers. So I'm like, yo, I get out the car, run around, boom, go grab his bag with his burgers in it, get back in the car, give them to him. So let's go to the hospital. So I'm jetting it downtown, take him to the hospital, man. I said, stay with me, man. Keep talking, you know what I'm saying? I'm panicking. So I'm hauling ass, man. I'm doing about 90, like ambulance, got my flashes up, hazards on. We hauling ass, right? So and I look at him, man. Blood's coming out of his nose, and he rolled the window down, started spitting out blood, and he had blood in his ear. And I'm sitting up panicking like, oh my God, this kid's gonna bleed to death. So I kept telling him, man, keep talking to me, talk to me, man. Like after asking him questions and stuff, and he got tired of Lance like, look, man, I'm tired of talking. I said, look, man, you gotta keep talking, man. I want to make sure you're still thinking, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want him to die in the car. So we get to that. We pull up. I pull up in the hospital wide open, man, and pull the car. I actually bumped my car parking. And I heard him get out the car, man. And I run around to the passenger side. I open the door for him. And he puts his arm on. So I'm carrying him into the hospital, man. Blood run all down my shirt. So the lady's like, yo, this is a big black police officer, woman, big chick. And she runs and said, oh my gosh, have y'all been shot? You know what I'm saying? She was screaming. She's like, y'all been shot? Y'all been shot? I was like, no. I said, you got hit. I was like, hit me with a bat, please. You got to help me. So she run to go get a wheelchair. He sits in a wheelchair. She rolls him in. And the funny thing about this thing was that at first he was holding on to them burgers in that bag. And it was like, sir, was in the bag. And he was like, he said, my burgers. And they were like, give it to him, so let him keep them for you. So I got his burgers, man. And I told the police what happened and everything. She's like, well, y'all got to file a police report and all that. So I called his parents and tell them what happened. And they found out he had to get rushed to the, he had to get emergency surgery. He had got his, he almost died. They said it would have been an inch shorter. He would have got hit in the temple. He had a hairline fracture right by his temple. And he had to go into surgery that night to repair the damage. And the thing they were worried about was that he had brain swelling. And they didn't know if it was like, they were fearing he might get a blood clot or something in his brain or whatever. So he was in the hospital for about a good, almost a week. And he got out. He missed like 2 weeks of school. And he had to go back and forth to the hospital and stuff, get his brain stuff examined, I guess, whatever. But it was pretty bad, man. His head was after he came back, man, he had this big ass knot. It was gigantic on the side of his head, and they had these stitches going across right by his temple. And it was bad, man. It was real bad. I was looking like it was shocking to me for a kid to see all that, man. And then I went home and I knew my aunt, man. She like a big time she a holy roller, man. She was really into the church, and she didn't like me hanging around with a certain type of people. But hey, I was out there. I used to be trying that little rebellious, thugging and bugging type kid. And so she came home, and I was hoping that she would be asleep, and she was awake. So I came out. She saw me, and she saw the shirt with the blood on it, and she flips out, man, and started talking about I can't hang with certain people no more, and blah, blah, blah. And she go in the car, see all the blood in the car. So that night, me and her out in the car, cleaning up all the blood and stuff, man. We had blood on the hood of the car, had blood on it, with the door, the wind, blood was everywhere, man. And it was crazy, man. So it was a very violent scene, man. It was like things, you all just having a good time, man, and things turned for the worse so fast. It was a bad scene. I'm glad that to this day he's okay, but it was a pretty bad scene for a kid to see something like that, and but it was crazy. But it is what it is, man. Kids, stop the violence, man. It ain't worth it, man. The guys got locked up, man, and two of the guys that didn't have really nothing to do with it, they had to go to jail too because they were like accomplices and stuff. So they were like they weren't there for that. I understood that, but they had to go down with the crew because they were with them, and it was crazy, man. So it felt bad to have to send one of my classmates with the jail It's because of that situation that they really had nothing to do with. It was with the wrong people at the wrong time. So, but it was bad, man. I mean, we need to cut that out, man. It's black on black violence, man. This dumb stuff, man, over nothing, over chicks. It's crazy, man. It ain't worth it. But this is the Guru. It's been a true life story. I'll let y'all fellas later. Peace.
That's a direct order. Do it now.